Cool. Next up, it's Betty, still laid on the floor at the moment.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I was knocked unconscious, so I'd need to re-rage, wouldn't I?
Rage. Rage on!
I use my movement to get up.
Yeah.
You berry.
Well, it's half movement to get up.
I'll eat my berry. I'm in the same square as Thomas.
Yeah, so it's half of your overall movement to get up.
Yeah.
And you're currently on half movement speed, which means you can't move basically. Yeah,
I'm going to stay there.
Okay.
Just like underneath me.
Feeling the berry in a hand, I'm going to assume that it was one of them 2 plant weirdos that's put it in my hand for a good reason. So, as a bonus action, can I eat the berry?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay. And that relieves
1 point of
exhaustion. Was there any other effect, Ash, that I put on that null berry?
What?
On the null berry, was there any other effects that I'd added to that, or was it
It
just?
wasn't from you. It was from Tavis.
Oh, sorry. Well, I made the berry.
Oh, I deleted it.
Whoever it came from.
No, it's just removes the point of
Removes
exhaustion.
one, yeah.
Alright, there's no healing properties?
No.
Okay.
I actually think I've got one of those. I just didn't know that's what it did.
I often, when I wake
Is it in the
up
description?
with a berry in my hand, I just eat it.
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing to do, isn't it?
In a weird place under a smelly gooch.
They've given her berries before, so she's just going to be
so.
like,
Yeah.
whatever.
This is normal.
So that's a bonus action. She stood up, and I'm really angry that they've knocked me down. So,
But you got back up again.
and they're going to keep me down. I'm
Wait
going
a
to
minute.
attack them.
Wait a minute. Did you say you'd rage? Which is a bonus action.
Shit, yeah.
So you got to pick one of the two here.
Fuck. Okay, rage as bonus.
Yeah.
Pocket the berry. Attack the
Okay.
creature.
I'm grateful.
Because I don't need to move yet, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be raged.
That is fine.
Yeah. I've completely forgotten about that, thank you.
That is fine.
Let me take a rage off so I don't forget.
And just for clarity, an attack roll is in the category of ability check.
Okay, so that's
So you
disadvantage.
do have disadvantage on
Okay,
that.
that's cool. So she gets 2 attacks.
Good,
I
you're
always
gonna need
forget
them.
that, don't I?
You're gonna need them.
So
I thought the next stage was disadvantage on attack rolls.
No, the first one is.
Advantage. Well, it says level 1 disadvantage on ability, and then level 3 of exhaustion is disadvantage on attack rolls.
It's just
yeah.
Dean's decided to be a fucking melt
Yeah, he's
tonight.
been a dickhead DM.
Just been.
Oh. Okay then.
Kid dickhead monster.
Yeah, black and white.
Classic me.
Yeah.
Okay then, that's fine.
Yeah, Murph.
I just accept my fate and I'm like, okay,
That's fine then.
it's fine.
My mistake.
I've only got 1d20, so let's hope it works.
Because you're the ones in prison.
He is in prison. So first attack then, and this is with my greatsword. Well, fix the 11 to hit.
That's a hit.
Alright, so it's 2d6 plus 4 or plus 2 because of rage. So
Yeah, they ain't got a lot of AC, these buggers.
3 to 5 is 8, add 2 is 10, add 4, 14 points of
14.
slashing damage.
Okay. So when you slice this,
Oh, I'm going for that one, by the way.
that one
This is
there.
fun.
Okay, so you slice it, and it in the air lands, and there's now 2 goos.
Oh, for fuck.
Fuck balls!
Are they 2 of the same size, or are they?
No, they're like half size.
Right, okay. Oh, God. That is not designed for this.
And you will take 1d8 acid damage.
They're hitting him with a sword.
Yep.
You've touched it.
Melee attack, and you're within 5 feet. Tavis, you're also within 5 feet, which means you both take 7 points of damage.
Oh, fuck's sake, Betty!
Does the creature bleed?
It doesn't have blood,
Because
But-
the bleeding effect in it on a sword.
but yeah, I'm gonna say that because it's a cool effect, and I made it.
Yeah.
Let's go for that. So I have to roll a con
It's
save,
on
is
its
it?
turn. It's
Right.
at the start of its turn. Oh no.
But I have to roll a
yeah,
con
you have
save,
to roll
right?
a con save to see if you are bleeding.
The damage was 14. Oh yeah, it fails. It fails. So we're going to say that.
Just pissing goo out of it.
Yeah, it's bleeding its own goo.
Let's say that both of them are bleeding.
I do get a second attack, but I don't want to use it now. But not to meta. She's going to go for it.
I mean, you know you've been hit. It's not meta.
No.
Meta would be like a knowledge that you personally have, but Betty shouldn't have.
Okay.
Whereas,
in that
like,
case,
yeah, you got acided pretty bad.
yeah, I feel like. But then
Wait,
if
did I
don't-
take?
You took 7 points of damage.
Is that technically an attack?
No.
If I don't
Is it-
attack it, it's going to have the same HP and it's going to attack me anyway. And I've got fuck all health, so I may as well just take the risk and hit it. Because she's going to get attacked anyway, so I may as well do some extra damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Thanks,
no.
barbarian.
I'm just trying to
Johnny.
figure something out. What damage
She's
did I take
barbarian,
then?
she's
Sorry.
7 acid damage.
Right.
11
I
and
need to
7,
do some
18 to hit.
As a hit.
She's
On
doing
the
it.
first one,
Yeah.
I would like to use a spell. There's a reaction.
Yeah.
Absorb elements.
Ooh, cool.
So as the acid hits me, I absorb it into my skin.
Okay.
Um,
Sick.
So until the end of my next turn, not this one, the next one, I have resistance to acid damage.
Cool. Nice.
So that first one would be 3.
Oh, it halves it, does it?
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's
yeah, so
resistance.
3.
So yeah.
That's perfect. Betty, what did you roll to hit? Sorry, you set your next attack.
So 5 and 4 and 2. 11 points of slashing damage.
Maybe it's a splash.
Well, the good news is that that's enough damage to kill one of them.
Okay.
The bad news is that
Splits into 2 again.
no, no, thank God. Is that it means more acid damage coming your way.
No, that's fine. They would have attacked me anyway.
So it's going to be 8 points of acid
Same
damage.
to me as well.
Same to you, Tavis, but you've got resistance now, right?
Bye, Felicia.
So Betty hits the floor again.
I'm probably sick as
Alright, she's a tank.
Is she though?
Just try it.
She's not
she would have
tanking
been
very
a tank
good
if
right
she
now.
didn't have half her health missing to help you out.
To help me out personally.
With your map. Your magic map.
So none of the rest of us needed to know where the fucking Nekia shards were, did we?
Your map.
You've got a fucking berry in your hand to save your point of exhaustion. Put it in your pocket like a bellend.
Yes, I needed to hit.
Yeah, look where that got
You
you.
stab it.
So yeah, as Betty was slashing away, it split in the air, acid splashed her. Before it even hit the ground, she slashed again in a rage, and the acid just kind of like rained down on her, and she onto the floor again.
Poor Betty is not going to be much to look at the end of this issue.
No.
I've got a plan that's alright.
Which means
I've
Binks,
got another weapon.
it's your go.
How tall's that palm tree?
About 15 feet tall.
So if I cast Fireball here, which is 20 foot, can I get all of them?
Yeah. And I assume you're going to sculpt spell, right?
Yeah, save Tavis.
You could get those 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
that's what I want.
Cool.
How many can you sculpt out of it?
Yeah, how many? It's your level, isn't it? Plus
Oh, sound.
+1 or something.
I can find out if you want, but it's...
As long as it's more than 2.
Yeah.
It's plenty. It's... Yeah, 1 plus the spells level.
Okay.
It's a level.
Cool. I was just going to say save Betty more than me if you were.
It's the same thing, you know.
Just go in. No, don't please.
Just fell down next to Tavis. Can you say?
Just say it's a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes. Oh, you know how oozes are super dexterous.
I feel like
They actually have minus on their dexterity, so the highest was 12.
Okay, they all fail.
They all fail.
It is working.
It's working!
You're amazing.
That wasn't that bad.
An average, very, very
Yeah. 23 points of fire damage.
good.
Wow, cool. So that one dies.
Oh no, yeah.
23.
That makes what I'm going to do a lot easier.
So the other two get burnt up as this kind of like fireball explodes. And Tavis and Betty, you're actually in one spot, so it's like the shields around both of you at the same time rather than separately. As you're just stood, there's flames around you, violently whipping, and then it goes away. One of those one of those oozes has just kind of dissolved, and the other two are kind of like patting out the flame on them.
I was kind of hoping they were like a little bowl of petrol.
Yeah, not this time, unfortunately. Is that everything on your go?
Yeah, I don't think I can do much else. Yeah.
Which means, Tavis, you're up.
I thought I was going to do something, but I can't do that because I'll fucking kill back.
That's it, takes a bang. She was in a bad way.
Fuck
She
it.
helped the party.
I'm just going to pull the shillelagh up.
Don't kill her.
I'm not going to fucking kill her. And as the ooze gets distracted by the light from the shillelagh, I'm just going to whack my hand in his mouth and do poison spray inside of him.
Cool.
Nice.
Poison spray. Okay, cool. So, do you roll to hit with that one, or?
You extend your hand towards a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from the palm. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 2d12 poison damage.
Okay, the con save, I rolled a 19 and it's +3, so I imagine it saves.
Ah, it saves. So it's half damage, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 12 altogether, so 6.
6 points of damage. Yeah, as you hold your shillelagh up and it kind of looks at you like, and then this poison, it's sort of like, you can see its face kind of morphs into a different bit of its body, so that bit that you thought was its mouth isn't its mouth anymore. It's just kind of like. Anything else on your go?
Not at the moment, no.
The noises you make, it just sounds like they're made of like really wet farts.
They are.
Like, literally what
That stinks down there. So Boomer's going to roll a death saving throw. And then
I forgot about Booma.
Lumpy.
He's just poking him with a stick.
Lumpy is going to use another ability. Lumpy's going to use. She's going to move first. She's going to kind of walk over
I'm literally obsessed with Lumpy. I want to keep her.
to where Boomer is, and she's going to use Lumpy's bumpy barrier. Lumpy's uneven, lumpy skin can absorb and dissipate energy. So as an action, Lumpy can activate a protective barrier that grants resistance, damage resistance to itself, and it says it's rider, but I'm going to say because it's basically stood next to Boomer, that's going to work. So it absorbs half the damage from all non-magical attacks and reflects a quarter of the damage back to the attacker. So around Lumpy, you see her skin kind of like moving a little bit, and then the silver parts of her skin kind of like shine through a bit brighter, and then it looks like a kind of glass dome sort of thing that's reflecting the bits of luminous light from the plants just around where Lumpy is and the space that Boomer is in as well. And now it's the Black Pudding's go, which means
Why are there puddings and not puddles?
because that's just a stat block. Black Puddle. It's their go. So this one's going to come down from the tree knowing that it did fuck all. And it's just going to kind of start to go this way. Lucky they haven't got a lot of speed.
Oh no, it's gonna like lick
The one next to
face.
Tavis is going to go ahead and try and attack you. A 23 to hit.
That hits.
So that's going to be
23 to hit.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, and then luckily you've got resistance to this one. 21 points of acid damage.
10.
To 10.
I was going to say that's hard.
No, round that down to 10.
You best appreciate this, Betty. Holy fuck.
You don't wear any armour, do you?
Me?
No.
It's studded leather armour.
Okay. Oh, I didn't do it on previous goes, so I won't do it for you, but I should have been eroding your armour every time I hit you guys.
Eroding.
Yeah. Eroding! But I'm not going to do it
I
because
mean, you can do it
I
if you
forgot.
want. It's part of the tax.
Nah, fuck it.
Cool.
What the
It's
fuck
because we
was
told
that
him he was
from?
being there. It's off. What
Is it like The Simpsons?
No, it's off
Family
Jim
Guy?
Carrey film.
Oh, right,
Just
yeah.
said eroding in a weird
Bruce-
voice.
Bruce-
Oh, yeah,
Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's eroding.
Right, this one's going to go ahead and over, and it's actually going to try and attack Lumpy, which is the largest creature
Absolutely
there.
not.
Leave Lumpy alone.
A 7 to hit misses
I
Lumpy.
just want Lumpy to fucking eat one of them.
Just want Lumpy to eat Booma and we can be friends with Lumpy.
Which means it's, once again, top of the round, Jin's go.
Can I ask an out-of-game question?
Yeah.
What CR level is Lumpy?
I've not worked that out yet. I'll try and work it out. Cool.
You can be a Lumpy.
Cool, so Jin, what were you doing?
Can I feed Booma one of my health potions?
You can, of course you can. So that'll be an action because it was
Yes.
to someone else. Yeah.
Ran past his own party
Indeed.
member to give fucking Booma a
He was
potion.
surrounded by ooze.
And
So you
also,
kinda-
some of your party members tried to help you and you rejected it.
Yeah.
And then
So-
splashed acid all over them when they did help you.
Yeah.
I mean, she just risen from the dead and didn't know what was going on, and she was in a rage.
So you pour this health potion to Boomer's mouth, and he's like, the rocks, the rocks. Oh my god, grill man, thank you. Just a regular health potion, was it?
Yes.
Do you want to roll the points of healing?
Yeah, what is it? How many?
I think it's just a 2d4 plus 2, isn't it? A regular healing potion.
One.
I'd really like for my lungs to just be functioning now.
So I rolled 3
Plus 2,
plus 2.
5 points of healing. Cool. He's alive.
And I'm gonna retreat.
Heal and run.
20, 25. 40. I get there.
Brill. Anything else on your go?
No.
Which means we've made it to Betty. Can you please roll a death save in secret and then just update it on the app?
Yeah.
Again.
Then it's Binks.
So is Betty gonna, if Betty wakes up, she's gonna have another point of exhaustion?
Yep.
Rude.
Yep, that's fine to just save that now.
That's the wrong one.
So, Binks, what are you up to?
That blob that's near Lumpy, can I hit it with a chromatic orb, with second level chromatic orb with cold damage, please?
Of course you can. Roll to hit, please.
It's cacked.
So fucking cacked.
28.
Wow, it's a hit.
I'm so sorry I didn't tell you you were good.
Whisper sweet nothings to it.
It worked! 16.
16 points of cold damage. Cool. Same as what happened last time where it hits it and it kind of like slows down in its place. And anything else on you go? No? Happy where you are and everything?
You said that like you're going to make a blob appear next time.
I'm not. Next up it's Tavis.
Right. Because I'm getting fucking battered by saving Betty. Sorry, you're going to stay on the floor for a minute.
It's okay.
I'm going to cast
to the side.
conjure animals. I'm going to summon 2 dire wolves.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Classic Tav slam.
That's Tavis all over.
These look all nice with them. Just for that.
Yeah. I should have done that really, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I'm going to do that and then bonus action.
Wolf cam.
What we got? Oh, fuck.
Just one bonus action, mate.
No, yeah, no. Yeah. Just for flavour, I'm going to pick an orange firecracker out of my hair and shove it into his mouth.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Just to disorient
Just like
him a little bit.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, well, with a -5 to intelligence, it definitely disorientates it.
Nice.
Anything else on your go?
No, that's it.
Cool. Which means it's these guys.
Die all the time.
Oh shit, it is, isn't it? Yeah, go for it.
Dexter.
Yeah, they're going to try and chew the shit out of this guy. To 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
And the other one is a 13 to hit.
No.
It's a hit.
Oh shit.
No. No.
They get one attack each, so yeah.
Yeah. 16 plus
This things are stressing me out.
22 points of piercing damage.
With one or?
With both of them.
Okay, so they are two separate hits,
two separate attacks, yeah.
So the first one takes 5 points of acid damage, and the second one takes another 5 points of acid damage. But it gets slain.
Hey.
Slay, girl, slay.
Slay.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, that's everything on you go.
Nope.
Ooh. Smart. Move them over to the other ones.
That's
I'm going to move in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Easy peasy. Right there. I just need to find a quick spell.
Anyone want a drink?
No, thank you.
I'm alright, thanks, mate.
I'm okay at the moment, brother. Thank you very much.
Can I help you on top of?
Yeah, please. I'll have a little top of your feet. Thank you.
So Booma is going to get up and get on Lumpy.
Yay!
They're back in it.
Yeah. He's just going to kind of grab on to Lumpy. Lumpy's got quite like thick arms, thick forearms and stuff. He's going to kind of like grab onto one of those and swing up and get on top of Lumpy. And then he's going to say, "Giddy up, girl!" And Lumpy's going to actually cast a spell using her skin once again. So she kind of like, "Ribbit!" And her skin like moves, and an effect moves out of her, and it makes itself present. Let's do this about here as another kind of form of a Froch appears there, and it's sort of like about the same size as Lumpy, and it's about the same colours, and it's sort of like moving around and stuff. Lumpy is casting.
Is that another Lumpy?
Yeah.
Well, it's spiritual.
Where did this guy come from anyway? Massive.
Oh yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah, Ray got me that for Christmas.
Oh.
Thank you, Ray.
We thought that
Lumpy-
one was a chunk of
I know.
AI.
Yeah.
Lumpy's casting hypnotic pattern. So
Toad.
yeah.
Dexter!
So these things aren't wise, but they have to make a wisdom saving throw. So let's see.
Good boy.
They both fail. So they're both that one over there and this one here. They're both charmed by this hypnotic pattern.
Nice.
As he's gonna kind of like run over here a little bit, and Boom is gonna say to you guys like, "Come on, guys, I think we should run." That will be the end of his go. Their go. They're gonna try and see if they save. They don't, so they're just still there looking at this kind of like hypnotic pattern being a bit.
Shimmering.
Top of the round, it's Jin. What would you like to do?
Where can I see a blob?
So there's a blob there which is surrounded by wolves,
Can
and
I
there's
get
a
a-
blob here. You can get a line of sight, definitely, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna.
Go and lie down.
And is Betty up or not?
No, I went
Betty is not up, no.
Oh fuck.
They had a terrible time.
In which case, can I try summer? Right. You know what? I can't. I'm not gonna do anything spectacular. I'm just gonna run over here and feed her my other potion.
Okay, cool. So action to do that. Do you want to go ahead and roll the health for that?
Indeed.
Stabilize was the word I was looking for earlier.
4. Is it?
+2, I think, isn't it, for a normal health potion?
4.
So So 4 overall.
No, wait, no, 6.
6. So
6 heals.
So Betty, you are. I just forgot the word again. Stabilized. Thank you. Betty is stabilized and on the floor as again this Jin the Saviour.
You get another point of exhaustion.
Yep.
Yup.
Point of exhaustion every time you hit 4.
Can I? Would it be a bonus action to like help her to her feet or anything like that? Or is that?
I'd say you can do that as a bonus action.
Okay, I'll do that, and then
So you kind of drag her up.
She's only little.
and then I'm just gonna get back into position. Then.
Yeah. No problem. Next up is Betty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Rage and hit everybody.
No, I'm gonna just go a couple of peats away.
Yeah.
Chomp on my little berry now because I can use that.
Okay,
as
cool.
action.
So bonus action to jump on a nullberry.
Yep.
So that relieves 1 point of exhaustion.
It does, so I don't have a disadvantage on anything anymore. My movement speed is half, so in effect I've just moved 20 foot instead of
the 10 that you did, yeah.
10. I've got 35, so I've got 15 left. How does that work in terms of half?
Well, we'll round it up basically, so you've still got another 10 feet to go.
Okay.
On the map, that is.
Cool. If I go here then,
Where you just came from.
Far away.
Move.
I know. Why did I do that? Can I just have not?
You can undo that if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Control Z. Let's just undo that.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
just
not-
fucking 2-stepping.
It's because I'm not getting enough oxygen when I breathe. So yeah, basically I'm a nullberry. I'm fine now-ish. I'm gonna move here, so I am 10 foot away,
Yeah.
and attack. Because I can't rage because I've used a bonus action, so I'm just gonna have to attack as is with my savage halberd, which has 10
Oh, it's
foot
got a
reach.
10 foot reach. Fuck yeah.
Fuck you, dear.
I made that a really good weapon. Yeah, go ahead.
Can stand there and poke it.
Tried to come up with with something I couldn't attack. So
I'm going to give you advantage on these attacks because it's currently charmed, stupid, and looking the other way.
I suppose there's all sorts of shit going on around it.
Yeah.
Alright, sound. I get 2 attacks with this, don't I? Sound.
Hell yeah.
Right, first one is 19.
That's a hit.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage.
Just in case.
Just rolled a nat 20.
Nice. Worth it.
So what does that mean?
It means it's a critical hit.
Which is what I do.
Double all your dice.
We've only
That's
been
the
playing
first
this
time you've
game for
played
like
D&D.
3 years.
I don't get crits very often, do I?
Double your dice.
Barbarians don't get. Oh, they have to be raging, don't they?
Yeah, it has to be a certain type of barbarian that
I'm just not very good at
can get like an
rolling
extra
dice,
dice when they crit and stuff like that.
Right. Okay, so it's 1d10
Someone can get
plus
crit on
3.
19 as well.
So 1d10 is 8, so therefore 16 plus 3. So 19 points of, I think it might be slashing damage.
Yeah. Let me roll its save. It does not save, which means it's currently bleeding.
Oh, it says you have advantage on damage rolls with this weapon. But just
Yeah, roll it again. So
10.
okay, so
So
what?
23 in total.
Fucking hell.
We know how to play D&D. Come
know,
join
yeah.
our podcast.
I made
I'm so glad that that's the tank of the party.
that weapon's a complete homebrew, and I made it fucking amazing. To be fair, so
For Cat to not use off.
And you've
yeah.
just jabbed into that thing now and it's just burned by acid and it's just destroyed.
I actually should do that in fairness, but again, I didn't do it from the start, so I won't.
It's magical, it can't be burnt by acid.
Oh yeah, non-magical weapon. Good point. Nice.
Is it magical?
I think
Yes,
so.
it is magical. Totally is.
I think so.
Anyway. 12 and
Wait a minute.
6.
Was it slashing damage? Yep. So as you slash it,
I'm alright, it's only the wolf, sorry.
and it divides
Oh, for fuck's sake, mate.
into 2.
Just quit out. Stay away like this.
One's next to me.
Well, it won't be directly next to you. Let's just say it's 10 feet away.
Okay. Well, I'm going to attack the one that's actually 10 feet away on the map. Anyway.
Okay.
And that was 12 plus 6
To hit?
to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay. That was with my advantage. And then I have advantage on damage rolls.
Yes.
Oh god.
Sire Andy, will you please sort those panels out because they're driving me mad.
Oh
shit.
So glad that was behind me.
Andy, I'll bar you from this house, sort that panel out.
11 points of slashing damage on the one with the red.
Yeah, so that's enough to destroy it. Get in dead zone. Cool. Anything else on your go?
No, that's it. I've used everything. I could use my movement, I suppose. No, he's 10 feet away, isn't he?
He's 10 feet away. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Cool. Binks, you're up.
Which fucking square is this guy in?
In the palm tree
fucking
square.
He's in the palm tree square. That one, yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm going to get to Betty. Can I use my action to yeet her onto my moose?
Yeah. I'll say you can.
Classic moose riding here.
Tavis gonna be like, thank you, Binks.
And she's going to, as she runs past Tavis, she's going to be like, fucking run!
I'm on my way.
And she's just following Booma because he's already said, like, we need to get out of here. So
Yeah.
she's just going to follow Booma. She can't get you on a
So that's your go, yeah. Which means next up, Tavis.
I'm gonna turn to here.
Obviously.
Poison spray.
Yeah. So I have to roll a con save. That was a 15.
Oh, it's a 15.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what you get for not running.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not dexterous, they're not smart, they're pretty tough.
Yeah, it's pretty. I really
Cool,
like
isn't
it.
it?
16 points of poison damage, so
halved 8. Oh, it's not enough, but it definitely looks beat up. And Tavis begins to retreat. Next up, it's the wolves, right? As they engage.
that one's gonna go there and do that. Oh no, it's not that. It's 21 to hit.
21. That is a hit.
That's
Diggy, why are you whistling at me?
10 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
You hear him?
That's enough to destroy it. So as it bites into it, your wolf takes 7 points of damage, acid damage, as this kind of like gloopy ooze just onto the floor.
Then the other one's gonna attack him. That is 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
And he takes 10 points of piercing damage.
Is that piercing? You just said. Cool. And you, wolf, will take another 7 points of acid damage.
There's no point in doing the strength saving throw because they can't be knocked
They
prone.
can't be knocked prone. Yeah. What's your glass though? His tail's going mad. Cool. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Cool. So next up it's Lumpy and Booma. They're going to. Lumpy has a decent movement speed, so can easily get over to you there, Jin. And Boomer's going to say, "Get on quick!" What do you do? I'll give you a free action if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, I'll hop on the back
Cool.
of Lumpy.
So Jin hops on the back of Lumpy.
Hop on the back of it.
At which
joke.
That's a frock though.
It's a frock.
He looks totally awesome.
Nice.
Oh.
At which point, look at that fucking action shot. At which point,
Fell over there.
no, yeah. Lumpy will use again Lumpy's leap, so they will leap 100 foot in this direction.
What, away?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
on the
way.
panel.
So let's think about who's next in the order. It's the pudding. We can't do a lot there. Dexter, do you want a short man?
Oh, big feelings.
So
It's got a really big heart.
the only person who's currently engaged with that one there is Tavis through the wolves. What do you intend to do?
Fucking chew shit out of him.
Okay, cool. What do you personally intend to do?
I'm just going to turn to Booma and be like, you got any attachment to that saddle?
Well, he's already jumped about 100 foot away, but he's going to turn back to you and go, no!
Okay. So everyone's on steeds and shit, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fucking get off.
Pretty much. There's just you that's running.
I'm just going to run.
Yeah! Cool. So you can...
Wait. You not ride the direwolf?
I could, but they're engaged. So I'm going to wait for my dire wolves to fucking kill the guy first. Try and kill the guy first.
Okay, cool. In that case, let's... these guys are retreating, these guys are running. So let's have a quick, because it was their go next, the pudding. So I'm going to basically condense it to just you and the
cool.
puddings go. 9 to hit?
Misses?
Yeah, it misses. So go for it, it's the wolves go.
Am I go first?
Yeah, you'll go first, yeah.
Still be 10 feet away from him there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Poison spray.
Oh yeah, can't save. 14.
Fails.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, fucking hell. 12 points of damage. Rolled a 1 and an 11.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's enough. 10 left.
Oh,
so yeah. So between the wolves, you kind of like poison spray, and this ooze just kind of folds in on itself and like dissipates into a little useless puddle on the floor. The furthest one. See you later. The furthest one is over there, and is incredibly useless. It has a movement speed of.
Where the fuck is it?
It's under the tree.
There was one there.
Yeah. It has a movement speed of 20, and you guys are much faster. So I'm going to say that you guys hightail it out of there.
I'm going to druid craft like a vine. I'm going to whip it round both of the wolves, and I'm going to use one on each foot.
Like a pair of skis.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, why not? Let's say that works.
Skiing out of there on his wolves.
I'm technically celestial with them. So they won't mind.
Just try and sort out combat cam and the music.
I just need another little wee.
Playlist. Here we go. Okay, back to the studio.
I mean, I can put combat cam out of harm's way over here.
Yeah, it gets it basically deactivates when it's not in use, which is all right. That was a difficult combat for some.
I was talking about, am I right?
Based on kind of the conversation you'll have with Booma on the way kind of out, and as you progress, he's gonna tell you that it's pretty dangerous actually if you get caught in the wrong spots, especially the dark spots down here in what he calls the depths.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with where you go in terms of what's light and what's dark and things like that. And those things are black puddings, so they get split every time you use slashing damage. And they are pretty corrosive to the touch, just like those puddles that he advised you guys away from earlier.
Nice.
Can't believe you're not excited about the door handle on the bathroom.
I know, yeah. I put a door handle on that.
I just got used to not closing it. I haven't even done it.
I have to go for a wee just to try it.
No, yeah, it's very smooth.
I have got 2 pints of this now.
So, Boomer's going to say wow, guys, thank you so much. We've saved my girl Lumpy, and he kind of gives her a little scratch just on her ear. She kind of and you can see tiny little star things kind of ding, ding, ding from her back. Her back is so huge, and she does light up the area a little bit. She's calmed down now, a little bit further away from all those oozes, and she's kind of walking. She's more toad-like than frog-like, but he calls it a froch. And so Lumpy is kind of walking along, and you guys are progressing slowly, and he says hey, you know they rent these frocks out, I mean, Lumpy's mine. Lumpy's she's my girl. She's been with me forever. But if you guys wanted a frock of your own, you could get one. We could go to a stable. There's one just outside of town.
I mean, are these animals harmed while they're being kept?
I don't think so.
Insight
I mean,
check.
a lot. Go ahead, roll it.
Maybe we could get a baby one and raise it.
Are they expensive?
Depends what stable you go to, but actually that's a good point. Maybe we shouldn't go to the one in town because that'll be more expensive. So there's one just outside. Maybe we could go.
18.
He doesn't know.
Okay, cool.
He doesn't know. He's had Lumpy, what he's going to tell you, he's had Lumpy for a good sort of like 20, 30 years. She an old girl, but she's big and she's loyal. What you'd consider basically his best friend.
I mean, I got my wolves. That's the son of my
He's still like skiing on the wolves, basically.
I have a moose. It's not a real moose, it's a magical moose.
That's so cool.
I have this. And produces the brownie, which is a little creature made out of brownies. I always forget about. I don't need to something.
Can you ride it?
No.
I also have.
No, he's on the moose.
I also have a chicken, and maybe when I go back, she might be big enough to ride. She keeps getting bigger every time I go back.
So does Lumpy. Yeah, and again, it gives her another scratch, and she kind of, like dogs do when they're scratching, like she kind of does that, like. Well, I suppose me and Birdie here can stand Lumpy, but just let me know. I know a guy who owns a stable, so if you want your own,
Can you buy them?
You can buy them, yeah.
Buy baby ones?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we get a baby one.
We can raise it.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just like twitch in the back of my head. I'm like,
Put asparagus back.
yeah, put asparagus back.
So you guys continue.
By the way, I've got the wolves for an hour, so you let me know when it's.
Okay.
The steed's an hour.
It'll
as
take. Okay, I'd say that it'll be long enough to get you to close to the town, basically. So as he leads you on.
Dexter, shut up!
He's such a little shit. As he leads you on through the depths, it's a lot more of the same. Like, if you weren't in his company or you weren't in Tavis's company, you'd think that you'd probably get lost pretty easily down here. It all looks a bit samey, but to him, he's saying how it's like brand new and like he's saying things like, "Oh, over there, that's where I rode my first bike." Yeah.
So is this like an underground town he's taking us to?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So, does anyone want to do anything on the journey? You've got about half an hour to 45 minutes worth of
Can I keep an eye
journey
out
time.
for any interesting looking mushies and pocket them?
You can, yeah. Roll me just a perception check,
Mushy
please.
check.
Mush trip.
Mushy check.
With disadvantage.
Well, it's fucking shit then. What's 7 odd 4? 11.
11.
Rolled an 11.
Because you've got Booma there,
One.
I'll say that he already points one out. Like, forget your perception check. He was already gonna point one out and be like, "Oh, look at this little mushy. Look at this little guy." And he kind of like, and that's when you notice it. Like, oh yeah, it is a mushroom, and it's a little glow cap mushroom. So when you kind of like pops on the top of it, it kind of lights up like a little torch, and then he pops it again, and it turns off.
Oh my god!
It acts like a
cool.
flashlight.
Okay.
Clap on, clap off.
Yeah, it's a little glow cap mushroom. Bioluminescent, fungi. It can be used to create natural light.
Binks, I don't think has ever met a drow before. I don't think there was any drow where she lived.
Nope.
So she's just going to be like asking him loads of questions. She's going to be asking him like, what his family look like, and how long has he lived down here, and does he know other elves? And
Yeah. Well, my family, I'm probably the only one that's around, and we live quite a long time, so you know what it's like with families. If you don't get on in year 1, you're not going to get on in year 400. You know how it is. So
no, me and my family are really close.
all right, rub it in. Anyway,
Where's your family?
they I don't really know much about my family, so it's a bit of a tragic backstory, actually. Yeah, they were loyal to the Gloomweaver, and she, well, obviously she's not around anymore. So
What's the Gloomweaver?
Is she one of those apple dodgers?
She's a spider. She sounds like a spider.
oh, you guys forgot you were surface folk. yeah, the Gloomweaver. She brought a lot of brought a lot of stability and a lot of resources to us here under the mantle. And unfortunately she was a bit too hungry for her own good. Actually, she ended up consuming herself. Well, that's what they say anyway. But not before she set us up for life with all the bodies she brought down here. Yeah, we don't do it anymore. But at one point, the Gloomweaver, she burrowed under, created this place, and then she brought people and things down here. Wrapped them up, kept them for the winters, when it's cold and you're hungry.
You eat people?
No, she did, and she offered us protection and all these things, and obviously we helped her in ways, but we don't do it anymore. We, like I said, you're talking a few thousand years ago, she disappeared. So, well, after then we were really abandoned, actually, as a people, and so we didn't do a lot of the hunter-gathering type stuff. So instead, we became farmers. Yeah, fungi farmers, actually.
Ooh. Sounds like a happy time.
Yeah. So yeah, what you're going to see in the town is that there's actually a lot of farmers still working, and they're cultivating these fungi, and those fungi are the same descendants of the first ever victims of the Gloomweaver, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I bet he's well going mushy shopping when we get there.
I suppose. Yeah, cool.
We are going mushy shopping.
Do you know what this mushy is? And she's just going to pull out a mandragora mushroom.
A mandragora? Oh, I do know. I know a lot about mushrooms. He's actually going to cast a spell over it as well, to make sure he fully understands it.
He's giving me Fergus Fungus Foot vibes.
But rocks are my thing, guys. Rocks rock. Anyway, this mandragora. It's a pretty powerful mushroom, actually. So if you pop this thing in a little health potion.
Dexter!
Yeah.
He's just crying. He's just, oh shit.
Why is he so needy today? He's not normal.
He's always needy. It's because there's been toys around and he gets weird with toys. Anyway, this mandragora, essentially what you do, you put it in a little health potion, give it a stir, and it'll make it a better health potion.
That's good to know.
That's pretty cool.
Back to the god lady that you all worship that killed people.
The Gloomweaver.
While on mushrooms...
We went past mushrooms.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just got this little special one that I got here, and I would like to see what it does if you're talking about mushrooms.
That's okay. I was just going to compare it to how Jim killed his god lady that's not around anymore.
Wasn't that 30 years ago then?
Not that long.
No, not that long ago.
You want me to look at a mushy?
Yeah, please. I got this one here, and pull out the blue mushrooms. Yeah.
God, but she's been gone for
Blue
3
mushroom.
months.
Yeah,
Blue mushroom.
The one that grew from the tree that I grew.
This one's a fancy.
Yeah. Thanks for just making
Okay,
the
cool.
comparison.
So he's going to cast the same sort of spell over it. You guys have seen this enough times, by the way, to know that it's identify. I don't often get stumped, guys. Well, this one's got me. Oh, I've never seen this fungi before in my life. And I get the feeling it's a little bit out of this world. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? He knows what I'm saying.
Yes.
He knows what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
He thinks it's not from this planet.
Well, it is because it came from a cereal when I grew it. But wait, I don't know. Okay.
He knows what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, Booma.
Hi, Lumpy.
I don't know what he's saying.
No, he's pretty though, isn't he?
He's very skinny.
Anyways, we're almost here.
I could really do with the light on.
So you guys are approaching now. You start to see some light. Not a lot though. They do like to keep it kind of like darkish.
Mood lighting.
Yeah, it's a bit mood lighting. Yeah. And you're approaching what looks like a kind of sprawling open cavern. Actually, the biggest cavern you've seen so far. And there are, I mean, drow-like structures doesn't make sense to you guys because you've never seen them. But the architecture is elegant and tall spire type buildings, kind of like stalagmites or something, but they're clearly carved, clearly intentional. On the way in, you do pass a little stable on the side, and you see a few Frochs in this stable. There's a few of them lined up there. There's one that kind of looks a bit blue. These are smaller than Lumpy. They're about half the size of Lumpy. And one of them is a lot smaller and has like a little vestigial tail thing going on there. So it's very young, that one. So
Lumpy.
the blue one, and there's a kind of, it's almost translucent, the other one, and the one with the small tail is kind of golden in colour. Kind of orangey gold. As you pass the stables, Booma says, "Oh right, so this is my hometown. Let me find its name again, so I don't get it fucking wrong."
I was just going to ask you the name. I'm sorry, I was just going to ask you the name.
Yeah, it's called Arachnerion.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
But locally we just call it Rack. Like, oh, are you from the Rack? Yeah, I'm from the Rack. Oh, you look like a right rackhead. Yeah, you rackhead. So, as you kind of look, and you've passed the stable now, you're looking closer, what you realise is that it does go a lot lower again. The structures here look like they lead into different kind of tunnels and things all around this large central thing, and they go downwards into the middle. Beyond that is this huge, even deeper place, and it looks like they're on some kind of like net, and it's black. It looks intentional, and it connects to the kind of outside of this entire cavern.
Would you describe it as a spider web?
I would describe it as a giant black spider web. Yeah, so this place was originally spun by the Gloomweaver. Like what I said, she gave us this black silken bed, and, you know, it still stands to this day. But she ain't preying on no nations anymore. They told me she was darker than darkness itself. But ultimately, she was too greedy and consumed herself. Our ancestors were left with no leader, but a shitload of corpses lying around. So like I said, what else do you do with corpses other than turn them into mushrooms? And as he says that, you do notice that a lot of the kind of houses between them, there's sort of these like little mushroom beds and things.
Oh,
Yeah, we're really pacifists now.
That's nice, just using decaying bodies as fertilizer.
They're not here
I've done that
anymore.
with a few animals where I live. It really enriches the ground.
Yeah, circle of life.
That's what I'm
Am I
talking
right?
about. That's nice.
Yeah. And there's another drow that kind of approaches you guys now at the side. What? Hey, Booma! You bet I thought you were going to miss the big announcement in the square. Yeah, there's a big announcement going on. Some out of towners are in it. He went kind of cockney there, didn't he? Booma! Out of towners! I can't say that in an Australian accent.
It can be a cockney.
No, he can't!
We're all down under, can.
Yeah, I think it's in...
Sounds
Like a Charlie Hunnam.
I think it's in about. Oh, I think it's in about 20 minutes, something like that.
I need a wee.
Who said that?
Betty, not on the street again.
And Boomer's kind of saying to you guys like, "Oh, I don't want to miss the whatever that is. We don't get out of 10. I mean, I know you guys are out of 10ers, but I don't get out of 10ers a lot around here. So, do you mind?
I wouldn't mind going to the square. What about you, Jin?
Yeah, sure.
Hold on, I'm on my wolves. Let me get down.
Yeah, Jin's still on the back of Lumpy as well. Like, Boomer like swivels on Lumpy, like turns around to you. It's like literally facing you, like, yeah, Birdie. What about you? Do you want to come to the 10?
How? I can't remember how to do fucking Jin's voice.
Mr. Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. All right. That's all you have to do.
All right.
Damn, that's a
And that's what
soothing
I'm just gonna
voice.
say. All right.
Oh, see, Birdie's down.
I'm game. I like announcements. Except last time I was in a square with a load of people, it didn't go very well. Jin, you remember?
Oh, when you were.
I killed about 100 people.
Oh yeah, you like flattened them.
Yeah. That still haunts me to this day.
It wasn't your smoothest moment.
This moment, but I mean, needs must.
So, I just need to wait for these two to return. But we will go to the square, is what we're going for that. So Boomer promises you guys that you'll go to his house afterwards and he's going to show you his cool rock collection.
I can't wait. Booma, I just got a quick question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that on the surface we got a thing called Mawa.
I've never heard of it.
It's like a little like a weed that you smoke, and you
Strange.
kind of feel like you're flying. I don't know if you have that here.
We've got some shrooms that do a similar thing.
What are what are they called?
They're called Mawooms.
How'd you pronounce that again?
Mawooms.
That sounds a lot like. Oh, that's. And you just eat them?
Next step back.
Yeah. Normally you like dry them out or like put them in tea or something like that. You know.
Could we pop by somewhere later and maybe pick some up?
Yeah. They're slightly illegal, so you know.
Oh, that's
You
okay.
But don't worry. If you know the right people, you know what I'm saying.
Is something wrong with your nose?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's something wrong with my nose, all right. Oh, he knows what I'm talking about.
Thinks I have no idea.
Nah, this
what he's
guy.
talking about.
He
This
means
guy.
he can get you the
What a hoot.
illegal mushroom.
Oh, you can get me them. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Just don't tell anyone.
Why?
Oh God.
Because it's illegal.
I don't know what that means.
It's not allowed.
Why would you not allow it? It makes you feel good.
Some people don't like that.
Well, that's just silly.
I know.
Breach. Anyway, let's go to the square.
Round the square, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's promised you guys.
Because of the moose, Biggs and Tavis the same height.
Yeah. Why not? Well, he's just got
How
off.
big's your moose? I'm on a 9-foot direwolf.
You said you got off the wolf. Yeah.
I just got
Well,
up
the
and I'm
moose
just
is
gonna.
pretty big.
I'm just gonna be like, good boys, and then as I do it, I scratch the chins. They just go.
Yeah, it'll be about the time when they disappear because it took quite a while to get to the town. So you've only got like a minute or so. Yeah.
I really,
Quickly down to earth.
I really enjoyed being to eye for a moment there.
Just like that.
Boomer will
okay.
have put Lumpy kind of like at the stables basically, so he doesn't bring Lumpy into the town.
How do you tie a frog up to the stables?
They have a little like mouth thing, and then they just kind of like
How does the mouth thing work? Because the frog's mouths are like...
It's big.
It's a big.
It's a big mouth thing. What do you want from me?
I'm proper trying to find a frog pun to go
They're just
with.
really good boys and they don't need tying up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ties it to the tadpole. Yeah, that's the only thing I could come up with quick enough.
Terrible. That was
I know.
So you guys progress to the square, and there's a lot of people at this square. It is quite central in Rak, and there's enough people there. The vibe, by the way, that you get from this kind of medium-sized city as you're going through is that people are they're not overly friendly. No one's as friendly as Booma. but they're kind of like very just indifferent to you guys being here, as some people seem interested. However, there's clearly something else a bit more interesting going on.
Binks, are we going in or are we staying at the back? Because I don't really like crowded places, especially after the last incident.
It's up to you.
Booma,
Yeah.
are we staying at the back or are we going in?
Yeah, I think we'll just stay back here, and then it might be
Andrew.
boring. Sorry. It might be boring, and then if it's boring, we can just we can just disappear.
Then I'm just gonna go. Phew.
Who's here? Why is everyone gathering?
I ain't got a clue. I was just out looking for rocks. I don't really talk to people, so I need you guys to all roll perception check for me, please. Betty, you've still got disadvantage, unfortunately.
Binks is gonna tug on the sleeve of the closest person to her, because I'm assuming all the drows are bigger than her because they're all elf size.
Yeah. So
Just the closest person to her that isn't anyone that she's with.
hello,
Hi.
you alright?
Why is everyone gathering here?
Oh, there's a big announcement by someone from the overworld.
We've got a spirit level.
Big announcement from someone from the surface.
Why would someone from the surface come down here?
I don't know. I've not watched the announcement yet. I'm also here waiting with you.
Has this happened before?
No. That's why there's so many people here. It's very interesting.
Is it a good vibe? A bad vibe?
Well, it's always a completely neutral vibe here.
Right, well, this is a very
I would
useful
say.
conversation. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh well. See ya. As they just turn and stand next to you.
I feel like you took on the role of an Australian Andy Budd then.
So Andy, if you're listening, he's not.
He's not listening.
So let's have those perception rolls. Jim, can you roll me a perception check, please? Perception.
Should use the chunky dice.
Betty,
Joe.
what was yours?
My rolls now. I rolled 7.
7.
Again, yeah.
good
with my
roll.
Also
perception
got a
check.
7.
Good, really good so far. Binks,
19.
very
Also
good.
a 19!
No way! Twins!
I hope you're the shortest person.
I know, yeah.
I can't see anything.
So fucking perceptive.
Do you want to get on my shoulders?
Yes, please.
Okay, I've got on my shoulders.
Alright, okay. And so
She's playing with asparagus in Tavis's hair.
So between the two of you, so Tavis and Binks, you're going to see something specific. Unfortunately, Jin and Betty are just kind of too caught up. It's a bit busy, there's
Betty's small anyway.
There's many things going on. And again, Boomer's kind of talking in your ears now, I got blue ones, and I got red ones, and I got spiky
That
ones.
fucking meme where that girl's
yeah.
trying shit in her ear.
I mean, Betty finds them quite fit, so maybe
Yeah.
that's why she's so distracted.
Yeah. She's like, I got little glittery ones. Oh yeah, I got all the ones.
I'd love to come and see some of your rocks
Oh,
sometime,
yeah.
Booma.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Don't know why she's saying that.
And as you guys are distracted, Binks and Tavis, you recognise a specific
Oh, God.
person.
If that is fucking raw, I'm just blowing everyone up in here anyway.
I wasn't thinking him, I was thinking...
Before I
he's
describe
after
who
the
this
charts.
person is, I'll give you who's with them. So, at the front of the square, kind of stood on a platform elevated, there's 2 large cyclops. And I mean 15 to 20 feet tall. These are big boys. Around them, there's about 10 people, heavily armoured, bearing the sigil that you recognise as the mark of Zaus. Zaus. The insignia for the city of Zaus.
Which was that one? I can't remember.
The baby.
Oh, God.
Oh, so the doctor, is it?
Yep. The person you recognise is sat on a very large hellhound. and they have like a huge copper chain around its neck. This is the first ever baby eater that you saw back, way back in the town of Krasmir, all the way on the other planet of Pangella. As you hear some people whispering around, and you hear them saying like, "Oh, is that him? I've not seen him for like hundreds of years. Yeah, I think it's Cadrus. Cadrus the killer. Yeah."
Is that with a K or a C?
Okay. Kadrus. Cadrus the killer. Yeah. What's he doing down here?
As soon as I see him, I'm just gonna like down into the ground.
Yeah.
So, the guys, this guy they're talking about, this Cadrus.
It's a baby eater.
It's that guy.
So the question is, do I just throw a fireball at him or do we run away?
I've got green ones. I've got blue ones.
Maybe we should just keep it low profile and just see what he says first.
We don't look like anybody else here.
Yeah, I'm
There's a
kind of
lot of
stand out.
people here.
Should I kind of like mingle in a little bit?
Just don't draw attention to
Can
yourself.
you
Okay.
can you make yourself look like something different?
Yep, I can do that.
Okay.
Hold on a second. And as he does that, he's just gonna go. And he's gonna disguise himself, use a magic spell to look like one of the drows from like.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sort of like Booma,
All right.
but yeah, just kind of like a drow looking.
Cool.
Hi there.
Oh yeah, that's a soft accent. Oh, that's
You
lovely.
don't need to shout, it's fine.
Oh, I'm
stand
from
still.
Wreck.
Just stand still and don't say anything.
Binks is going to cast invisibility. She can think, nope.
So they're like. So.
Betty's using that height for a
Shit, how long did this last, by the way? Sorry. It lasted an hour.
Yeah.
Jin's gonna try and cover his beard, like in Four Lions.
Cover his beak. What was a bleach, please? So.
By the way, Jane, it's me. Travis.
Yeah, I got
Before Binks casts invisibility, can she see Jin panicking about the way?
Yeah, you'll see him panicking.
I could just turn into a million ants if I wanted to.
I could just turn into a million ants. She's going to see Jin looking a bit freaked out about that he looks real conspicuous, and she's going to use a 3rd level invisibility instead so that both her and Jin can be invisible.
Wow.
Nice.
So we're just left with
Me.
a drow who's shouting, and Betty just stood
When
there.
Jin disappears, I'm gonna. Betty! It's me!
Travis, you don't need to talk, it's fine. Just
Oh.
Travis, we're going to do the ready.
Where'd that come from?
It's just me. You can understand my voice.
I know, but I don't know where you are. This is really confusing at the moment.
Travis, you know what invisibility is.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know where you are.
I'm on your shoulder.
No, you just be like, oh, above me.
A voice from just above you. So one of those guards that's kind of wearing that heavy armor kind of moves a little bit in front of where the Cyclopses are, plonks this thing down on the floor. It kind of looks like a rock, but it's got like metal bits on it and stuff. It's a device you've never seen before. The Cyclops pull a person, not a drow.
What did it look like? Sorry.
It's kind of a rock, but it's got like metal bits on it. Like it looks like a
like a meteorite.
sort of. It's like it's flat on the bottom, and it's kind of like pointed in a certain direction with the metal on both sides. You can't see the side of the rock that it, where the metal's pointing to, basically. And the Cyclops is Cyclopsi. What's the plural of Cyclops? The Cyclopses.
Is it not just Cyclops?
The Cyclops, yeah, 2 of them. They pull a person kind of out of their like entourage, who's
human.
It's like you'd recognise this. Maybe you guys have seen this, but it's sort of a little bit like a tiefling, but not quite. They've got kind of short, stubby horns. They don't have a tail, nothing like that. They're just kind of like they're humanoid, but they're not human. and they pull him out. He's just kind of like, he's not one of the soldiers, obviously. He's wearing like a little loincloth, and that's pretty much it. As one of the Cyclopses says to the other, "Yeah, you get his other arm." And the other, do you like a Cyclops impression? And I can do this. And the other one, "Come here," and gets his other arm.
I thought you were going to do the other arm.
Sorry, yeah. Come here. Gets his other arm and begin to hold him up in the air and just pull him apart really slowly as his arms start to like
As this is
detach.
happening whilst I'm invisible, can I start running towards where they are?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you kind of make your way through the crowd. They're gonna kind of like it's packed.
Yeah.
There's drow everywhere.
But I'm little.
You're little. Yeah, it's okay.
Do I have to keep up with things?
You can't see it. She turned you invisible, but you can't see it, and she can't see it.
I'm just there like, "Whoa."
You can just see people acting like, "Ugh."
My shoulder gets really light, and I'm like,
And so they're ripping this guy apart, and he's kind of like, initially he's not really making a lot of noise, and then eventually he starts kind of like, "Ah!" He starts like screaming. He gets pulled further and further.
I'm going to drop to my knees and be like, not again, not again.
He never once snaps. He kind of like pulls apart, and all of his muscle fibers are sort of like fanning out. This sinew and muscle just kind of like opens and opens and opens. They pull him further and further apart until it looks like a big flat sheet. And they're just holding each arm up. The person who put the rock down kind of like kicks it a little. Nothing happens. He kicks it again, and something projects onto that flayed person there. As Cadrus addresses the crowd.
Does he do this before I get there?
Yeah. It's difficult to make you through the crowd, so you'd slow, basically. You'd be slowed.
But they're all elves, can I not go through their legs?
Yeah, but it's still going to be it's slower than running, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
What's the expressions on everyone's faces at the moment he does
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, everyone's
People,
just a bit
horrified,
like... They're not
or-
confused and anything.
Confused.
Yeah. Cadrus is going to address the bunch of people there. So you're still running through legs, Sphinx. Listen up. You're about to receive a message from Lord Deductor of Zaus. Pay attention. As the rock starts to project an image. The image is dark at first, and you see kind of a small light in the middle, just kind of like flashing a little.
They're using him as a fucking projector sheet.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Kind of flashing a little bit, and it gets closer and closer. And what you realise is that on the image, it kind of looks like a man with a small copper hammer smacking down onto an anvil.
Say a small man.
Yeah. This man looks pretty decrepit, actually. Quite thin, but he's got like growths on him. Like his back and his shoulder are like deformed. One side of his neck is kind of deformed. He's very wrinkly, very dark skin, like grey, and he's got kind of scraggly beard and scraggly curly black hair. He's got, which is very thin. You know, it's very thin. He looks ill, to be honest with you. He's kind of hunched over. He says, "Greetings, drow brothers and sisters. I bring you grotesque news. There exists a false god, and the time has finally come where we must join forces once again. For too long you've lived in the shadows, squandering your power and
existence itself, punished with consciousness and a remorse for life. Now it is our responsibility to slip the noose of perpetual torment that we've choked upon in this endless, rotting existence. I've seen through the smoke and mirrors, and ahead I see only death. There exists a false god, puppeteering the fate of millions, ordering them as deaf, blind, dumb, ignorant slaves, doomed to writhe and squirm like maggots. There exists a false god, nay, a demiurge, and he names himself Lathander. I ask you, my brethren in exile, will you sit by as High Nobilis decimates the world? First they will flatten the overworld, and they bring suffering to the domain under the earth. War is coming, and you must pick a side.
It cuts, and the man that they were using as a screen sort of like just flops onto the floor.
Yeah, doctor!
There's a lot of kind of like, oh my shit, oh fuck, what's going on? What are we gonna do? And like all of the crowd are now like murmuring, and Kadra says, "Silence! You must make your choice known to Lord the Doctor in 3 days." And they begin to just turn and start to kind of walk away. All the crowd is sort of like, oh shit, Crocky, what the fuck are you going to do? Some people are kind of turning around and looking at you guys now because you're not locals.
I am.
Yeah, you're a local. Okay, then, specifically Betty. And everyone's kind of turning and looking. There's a lot of chatter going on. The crowd are kind of like, there's, even with a low perception and even being exhausted, you kind of like, notice people are kind of looking at you a bit like, oh, she's from the overworld. And Boomer's a bit like, oh shit, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I mean, Betty's looking equally horrified, so I'm kind of hoping that they'll see that she's like, holy shit.
Oh fuck. So the Cyclops are kind of like turning, and Cadris is on that hellhound, and he's sort of starting to walk away a little bit. The guards, the servants of Deductor, aren't really moving very much. They kind of stood where they are. Shit.
Don't worry, people. She's my new slave.
Oh, we haven't held slaves for like thousands of years.
Just don't say anything.
It's up.
I'm gonna like nudge him really hard in the
new world. Oh, we're in a new world.
I'm just gonna keep nudging.
He doesn't even know that that's
Like just keep nudging him.
Where's your friends? Where have they gone? Have they abandoned us?
No.
Don't they want to see the rocks?
I think they're hiding because, in honest, Booma, we've seen these before, and it's not good.
Booma, let's go see your rocks quickly.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, let's get out of here. Fuck.
Betty, hold my hand.
Okay.
People are...
Oh, by the way, when you guys grab my hand, it's like an invisible hand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like not the real hand. So it's like holding it in midair.
People are kind of... Some people are saying to Booma now, like, and you can hear him because the dude not being discreet about it, like, what have you got those? What have you got that overland? What's she doing with you?
I might
What
be
are
the
you
person
doing?
to save you guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Our whole reason for being out doing what we're doing is to stop those guys. But we weren't expecting to see them again so soon.
Stop, who guys?
the guy that just used a man as a projector screen. They're barbaric.
Oh yeah, but they're pretty strong. So
Am I not strong? And she's like flexing a little bit and her muscles are like,
you're exhausted, so you're like,
yeah, they look a little soft.
yeah.
Like on her off season.
Are you?
She's not cycling right now.
So you're not on their side, no?
No. They just seem to want to kill everyone. We saw them literally eat a baby.
Yeah.
A baby. They ate a baby.
Yeah.
At this moment, I'm going to cast Druidcraft and make it smell like a skunk.
Why?
Distraction!
Yeah. Well, I know what side I'm on.
Oh, for
And this
fuck's
drow
sake.
begins to pull a knife. What smells like shit?
Don't worry, I've got it! And I'm just going to pretend to stab her.
Roll deception.
That is too trusting, though. She's just a nice old lady who gets angry with rage sometimes and wants to smash things. And wants to kill Noreen.
What's this?
Is Noreen... Oh, Noreen better,
Oh,
maybe.
fuck. This is a +1.
You got this. You didn't speak nicely to it.
Please.
What'd you get? Afterwards. A 7.
Wait! I'm going to use my luck stone.
Speak nicely to it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead,
You
re-roll
have
it.
2 hands, blowing it, speak nicely to it.
2 hands.
Please let me have advantage.
That's what I'm...
A deception.
Because you did it with one.
Denied.
So he sees you kind of like gesture, and he's like, no. That's not how I do it. Yeah, you call it a knife? Yeah. This is a knife. And he's gonna lunge towards
I'm just going to
Betty.
hold her back.
What, like a shield?
Like, hold your arms back.
We're gonna
Why would you hold my arms back? He's going to stab you.
when you die!
we're gonna leave it there for tonight.
So you were going to let him kill me so you could just resurrect me?
Wow. That escalated quickly.
Can she have shouted Viva la Revolution before he stabbed her?
Dean is such a boomer, so I was going to do something dead funny.
You can still be at the front.
It don't matter, they've left now.
No, they're not. They're still there.
I need them to have been there for another minute.
Oh, okay.
What were you going to do? We'll just
Well-
shoehorn it in real quick.
I've got magic glue that can only be broken by magic bonds, and I was going to glue his feet to the floor. Because I'm invisible and he wouldn't see me do it.
What, you were going to glue Cadrus's,
Yeah.
his dog?
No, I was going to glue his feet to the floor.
He was on a tailhound. He was like mounted.
I could glue his feet to the dog and the dog to the floor.